Certainly no time for fake news on markets this week. The only way was up. The ASX notched up 5 straight days of gains, adding more than 4%. Same on Wall Street. The S&P 500 had its biggest one-day rise on the election non-result on Wednesday. Who said markets hate uncertainty? So far for the week, it's up 7%. Even the polls could have predicted this. The week ahead of an election has been positive for markets 9 out of the last 10 elections. Back home, and the RBA released its quarterly look at the state of the economy. It already gave away the big surprise on Tuesday when it cut rates that growth and employment should be better than feared. It's lifted its GDP forecast from 4 to 6% for next year. But as this shows, there's a big risk it might not turn out that good. And the RBA probably suspects that, hence why it cut rates this week. Overall, though, considering what's happened this year, the bank gave the economy and our financial institutions a relatively clean bill of health. The banks have massively benefited from people saving at record amounts, particularly the big banks. Because as you can see here, they're just not paying you. You've got a much better chance of getting a higher deposit rate if you don't go to the Big Four. And one reason for the RBA's extraordinary moves this week was to push the Aussie down. And it worked for a second. Unfortunately, there are bigger things happening in bigger economies. The election and the US Fed Reserve keeping on with stimulus pushed the US dollar to a 2-year low, pushing the Aussie up. The RBA brought a knife to a gunfight, and that's finance.